Hey guys, and thank you for watching this video. So this video is going to be a little different than my last ones that I've made, simply because I'm kind of asking you questions rather than, just kind of talking about my day. The reason why is because I have an event coming up pretty soon that I've been asked to be the I cannot talk right now. The trans spokesperson for the community. And well, I live in a very small town, like I've said before, and while there are trans people, and while I do know the majority of them, in case there are a few that I don't know, I wanted to get this, I guess, out of my mind and see what other people thought, especially what other trans people thought. So if you're trans and you're watching this, or if you are straight, if you're LGBT plus, whatever you are, I would really, really appreciate your input on this subject. So, as I've stated before, I've been living full-time since May 30th, 31st, one of those, I don't know. Anywho, and prior to that, I did live very androgynously. Like, I pretty much looked exactly how I look now, minus the eyeliner and lipstick, but I still wore makeup. I still wore all women's clothing. It just wasn't as feminine. It was just like, blue jeans, a top, and a sports bra. So you couldn't quite, I don't know, I guess I looked very androgynous. But what I'm trying to get to is, I've been asked by my community, which is beginning to have a lot more LGBT plus activities, and we have actually I believe it's a nonprofit that is starting to, they hosted our first Pride this summer, and are planning on having, a few more activities throughout the year. And hopefully, if things keep going well, we'll have another Pride next year and continue so forth. And what I wanted to ask was, my trans experience has been a very positive one. Not that I'd ever wish any negativity on my experience as a person, or any discrimination towards me or my family, but I have not had any negative, things in my life, or at least so I feel, and not that makes me any less valid as a trans person. It's just, I feel like there's so many trans people out there that struggle and that go through all these, crazy things, and, are discriminated against, and, make it through and are wonderful people. And while I don't feel like that, like, I feel like, everyone's always been very sweet to me. I've been very lucky. Like, while yes, I've had people, misgender me or call me by the wrong name, but that's honestly not very bad compared to, there's girls out there getting murdered, getting beat up, getting, bullied, getting harassed. So, I mean, I have a family, I have a home, I have a car, I have my boyfriend, I have everything that I could ever dream of right now, and it's so scary, but so amazing, if that makes sense. Like, I'm so scared because I'm curious as to where my life's going to take me, but it's also so amazing that I've been giving these, amazing things in my life. But I was just curious, trans person to trans person, or trans person to maybe somebody that was there that is a, an alley cat. that's an ally, or somebody that's like, you know, a family member, or boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty much an ally. Okay, I'm just gonna say ally. You know, I'm just curious. Imagine you're in the audience and you're hearing my story and you're hearing things about me and, you know, my positivity. Would you feel like, well, this bitch hasn't gone through anything, so why do I, you know, give a shit what she has to say? Like, my boyfriend was telling me, like, you know, it would be a great experience for me, and it, you know, being able to give people, you know, hope in the sense that I'm going through this, and I you know, I was at point A and I got to point B, and I'm living full time, and I'm living my life, like, that's enough in itself. But I don't know, I feel like maybe the community won't appreciate that. Not that they're ungrateful or anything like that, but just, I feel like, I know if I was perhaps in a room and say Caitlyn Jenner was the speaker, for instance, and she's over here saying blah blah blah, like blah, blah. That's horrible. That's the worst. That was the worst impression of her. I'm sorry, that was rude. That was very rude, actually. Anywho, say Caitlyn Jenner's there and she's speaking to me, and well, while yes, I have a family, I have a car, I have a house, I have all these things, just as she does, hers are like 1,000 times greater than mine. And, you know, her privilege is something that I will never achieve. And I feel like maybe that's how other people will view me, is that I'm very privileged in the fact that I don't look as masculine as some other of these girls, and I, you know, have kind of my family as a crutch, if that makes sense. I kind of talked to my brother about that, saying, you know, I think that less people question, or more people don't question, you know, if I'm trans or not, because I have 3 little girls and they kind of look like me, so it kind of looks like I'm their biological mother, you know. But anyways, this video is getting really long. I just really want feedback. Hopefully, if you're watching this, please, any feedback would be good. I have this coming up pretty soon, and you know, I love to shed light on things, and I love to talk about experiences and just be supportive for people that need support. But I want to make sure that I'm doing it right, and I want to make sure I'm coming from a place of love and understanding, not, oh, I'm so privileged and yes, I'm fishy and I don't get blah blah blah. Like, no, I'm not trying to rub anything in anyone's face. I want to come from a very, you know, good place. So if you have any advice, please share it with me, please. If you have anything that you think I should touch base on with the community, leave me a comment, leave me a message, subscribe, like my video, do what you got to do. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it, girl. But yeah, and thank y'all for liking or watching this video and liking it, because you're gonna like it. Anyways, I will see y'all later. I hope y'all have a wonderful night or day wherever you're at, and I love y'all. Peace out. Bye.